Good afternoon. If we haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name is Michael Nicholson, and I have the honor of serving as the Town Administrator for the Town of Rutland. Today is Tuesday, March 31st, and I'd like to give you all an update as to what the town is doing in response to the current COVID-19, also known as coronavirus outbreak. Now, throughout the course of this information, there'll be times that I reference either the town's website or to call the department head for further information. You'll see on the bottom of your screen that our town's website and town phone number are listed. If you go to our website, you'll see each department has their own individual page. And if you call the number, you'll be redirected to a phone tree that'll help guide you to each of our individual departments. Please take advantage of that information there and know that all of us here at Community Hall are here to serve you and answer the questions that you have. Now, you may have seen over the weekend that President Trump extended the federal social distancing guidelines through April 30th. Now, social distancing is the suggestion that you remain at least 6 feet away from those around you as a way to slow the spread of the virus from one person to another. Earlier today, Governor Baker extended his executive orders that he recently gave as well. Now, the executive orders requiring the closure of non-essential business, the closure of schools, the prohibition on gatherings of over 10 people, and the stay-at-home advisory that was issued by the Department of Public Health have been extended through Monday, May 4th. More information on these changes, as well as the updated list of essential businesses that the Commonwealth has come up with, can be found on the Commonwealth's website, www.mass.gov/COVID-19. Those looking for the most up-to-date information about what's going on can do so by either contacting the state's new coronavirus hotline by dialing 211 or by signing up for text alerts by texting the word COVID, M-A-C-O-V-I-D, M-A, to the number 888-777. Many people have reached out with questions about legislation that has been filed in response to the pandemic, particularly with regard to our upcoming town meeting and the annual town election. Please know that we will provide you with the most up-to-date information on this as it becomes available to us and we receive further guidance from the Commonwealth. I'd also like to thank our local legislators, Senator Ann Goby and Representative Kim Ferguson, for the work they are doing to be in constant communication with us here at Community Hall, as well as their support for all of the initiatives and legislation that will truly help us here in the town of Rutland. They continue to work tirelessly for their district, and we thank them for their efforts. We here at the town of Rutland are also doing our best to slow the spread of this virus as well. As many of you are aware, on Friday, March 13th, we declared a local state of emergency here in the town of Rutland. This gives our local officials the flexibility needed to best combat the effects of this virus and slow it down here in Rutland. Our public buildings will remain closed to the public until Monday, May 4th, in conjunction with the recently released state and federal guidelines. We remind residents that during this time, our departments can be reached by phone or email at any time. Please note, however, that as a way to adhere to the governor's executive order for prohibiting more than 10 people gathered at once, we have moved to a rotating schedule for our departments. If you go to our town's website, you'll be able to see when our departments are open and when our staff is available. However, if you call and leave a voicemail, we will always be sure to get back to you as soon as we can. Playground equipment and the basketball court at Memorial Field will continue to be closed to the public until Monday, May 4th as well. I have advised the Department of Public Works to close all of our playground equipment at Memorial Field, by the community center, and at our elementary schools, as well as secure the hoops at the basketball court at Memorial Field as well. These decisions are not ones that we make lightly. However, we need to do them to ensure that we are working to adequately protect our public safety and our public health. We cannot ensure that our playground equipment is adequately sanitized before our children use them, and we are covering up the basketball hoops to make sure that those who go down there adhere to social distancing guidelines rather than go down to start a pickup game. These decisions can be hard for many in our community, and we fully understand that. However, we need to do our part to make sure that we are not spreading the virus here in the community and following the guidelines that have been issued by public health officials at the state and federal level as well. I'd like to remind our residents that during this time when Community Hall and our offices are closed, all bills that are owed the town can either be paid online in our Unipay system or by being dropped off in a sealed envelope in the lockbox that's located out in front of the Community Hall building at 250 Main Street. Our staff in our Treasurer Collector's office is continuously monitoring this box and bringing the payments in to make sure that if you drop off a payment, your payment is counted. However, we understand that times are currently hard financially for many people who may be out of work. If you are having an issue, give the staff in our Treasurer Collector's office a call and talk to them about your situation. While we do need to keep working as close to normal as possible, we understand that the current pandemic situation is affecting everyone's lives differently, and we are here to talk and work with you. So please feel free to always give us a call. Permits can also be applied for online with our new Viewpoint e-permitting software. Over the past year, we've converted all permit applications in 7 of our town departments to this system, including an online payment option for these as well. One of the goals the administration has had since I started here in the town of Rutland was to migrate as much as we can onto our website so that residents can have the services of Town Hall from the comforts of their home. I can't thank our department heads enough for helping to ensure that these systems were put in place so that when we needed it, we had it here available to us. Our department heads continuously do work to make sure that we provide our residents with the most efficient, effective, and quality services as possible. And this is one of the examples that show that they do that every day here. Our boards, commissions, and committees have begun to meet through our new online Zoom system. This is allowed by Governor Baker's recent order that allows for remote participation in all public meetings. There is information located on the town's website on how you can access these meetings, as well as by watching them on Rutland Public Access TV. Following these meetings, video recordings and transcripts of the meetings will be uploaded to the town's website as soon as possible to make sure that our residents are able to continue to follow what we are doing here in Community Hall and see the decisions that are being made by our local policymakers. If you have any questions about this, please call my office at any time. The Council on Aging is continuing and expanding its Meals on Wheels program for our seniors in need. If you are a senior and you would like to participate in this program and have meals delivered to your door, please contact Director Nichols at the Council on Aging. The Council on Aging is also looking for volunteers to serve as backup Meals on Wheels drivers, as well as people to help deliver grocery and pharmacy store runs. If you are interested in helping your community members with this, please contact Director Nichols at the Council on Aging, and she can tell you how to sign up for this program. Many of you may be aware that the Recreation Department usually hosts an annual Easter egg hunt at the community center located on Glenwood Road. Well, due to the current regulations, this simply just cannot happen this year. But that doesn't mean we won't do our best to try to provide something as close as possible. If you go to the Recreation Department's website, you'll find information on this year's virtual Easter egg hunt, such as how to participate, what the rules are, and who to contact for more information. We are continuing our Rutland Takeout Challenge here, where we're asking residents to keep their receipts if they visit 7 of our 10 restaurants here in town. This will continue through April 8th. Those that turn in those receipts either in a sealed envelope in the box located in the lobby of the Public Safety Building or in an email to me at mnicholson@townofrutland.org will be entered into a raffle to win a basket of gift certificates to the 10 participating restaurants. While takeout services have been deemed safe for people to utilize, we are still asking residents to adhere to social distancing guidelines by staying at least 6 feet apart from people who are also at these establishments and by calling your order in ahead of time to reduce the amount of time that you have to be there in person. Our local businesses are the ones who support our local charities, sports teams, town events, and so much more when we need them. Well, now it's our turn to help them out, and I'm asking you to please consider joining in this option. Those of you who attended the Rutland Food Truck Festival this past summer may not realize that some of the trucks were owned by Rutland residents. In fact, 2 of the trucks, Sabor Latino and Off the Hook Seafood, will be parked in front of the Congregational Church the next couple of weeks for a few days. If you'd like further information as to when they will be there and what they are serving, please check out their social media sites for more information. We have also been in contact with the local clergy here at our churches to see how they are faring during this time as well. We understand many of you rely on the services that they offer, and will continue to be in contact with them to help them with anything they need during this time as well. Yesterday, Fire Chief Knipe and I declared Doctor Appreciation Day here in the town of Rutland and partnered the town with the Let There Be Light campaign that's happening across the country. We're asking residents to safely place candles or lights outside their home tomorrow night, Wednesday, April 1st, as a sign of support to our medical professionals, doctors, nurses, first responders, and all those who are aiding in the fight against the coronavirus. If you'd like further information on this, please see the town's Facebook page. I'd like to end with a quick note to our residents. I understand that the information that's coming out about the pandemic tends to be all you hear, read, and watch about, whether you're online, watching the TV, or listening to the radio. And with the constant barrage of information about what's going on, the situation can be stressful, depressing, overwhelming, and so much more. But please don't let it get to you. It's a scary time, and we understand that. But we've gone through hard times before as a community and as a nation, and we've come through it every time, and we're here where we are today. One of the staples of our community and of the nation as a whole is that when adversity comes up, we step up and we get through it together, and that's exactly what we'll be doing here. We'll get through to the end of this so long as we follow what we need to and watch out for our fellow community members, following the social distancing guidelines, adhering to the information requests and restrictions that are being put in place at the federal and state level. Those are being done to protect us and to help us get through this. And by working together, we will get there. I'd like to thank our health director, Richard Stevens, for all the work that he's been doing to help us get through this. It's been constant, and he's always been very professional and very upfront about everything that we need to do. And I couldn't ask for a better partner in this time that we're all dealing with to get us through this. And the same thing with Chief Knipe for all that he's done. I want to wish our residents who are battling the virus right now the best from all of us here at the town of Rutland. Know that your entire community is behind you and rooting for you and hoping for the best. Have a great day. If you need anything, always feel free to call my office at any time, and I will personally give you a call back. We'll get through this together. We always have. Thank you very much.